Often do you feel like, you know, you don't have energy to do something? Like your life is boring and so on? Yeah. I mean, it happens. And we can end up in such a situation when we don't feel like we have energy. And I'm a victim of this myself. And what you need to do in these situations is to accept the fact that you are tired and stop from doing things and just existing. It might seem counterintuitive at first, but once you start to do it, it can become your second nature, and you understand more and more the benefits of it. Because in the hostile culture that we are doomed to live in, we are always promoting productivity, and that can be overwhelming, and I think that's making us miserable, because we need to take a pause and just look at things. And in these moments, weirdly enough, we kind of gather the energy to be more productive, because if you don't force yourself to do something, you have more but your desire to do it is stronger, because you don't lose your strength on forcing yourself to do it. And so you are acting effortlessly, so to speak, although there are no perfect situations, and we need to learn how to function in this world and to combine what we like and what we have to do. So that's how you have to do it. And the first step is just being aware of the signals that your body is sending you, because our this mortal shell, which is limited but also a wonderful mechanism, let's say, gives us perhaps the most powerful tool to anchor ourselves in the present moment. And we should appreciate it more. You can call it God's gift. If you are religious, it doesn't matter. I would name it this way too, if I believed in God, but I understand the idea, and I agree with it, because there is something mysterious and saint at the same time regarding our body, and we should pay attention to it more. It doesn't mean that we have to dwell in our fleshly desires and make excesses. Although if that's your nature, you shouldn't control yourself too much, because at the end of the day it gets out, and you pay for what you have abstaining from. So you gotta do what you gotta do. But that's a different subject, and I don't want to delve into. religious topics today. I just want to make a short video, and I believe that when you do this, you begin to accumulate a lot of drive, and so you can become entranced in your passions, especially if you are an obsessive personality, which is the case with me. And that can make you to go to the extremes, and you can become mechanical again, and you can do things daily which then become your routine, and they lose their charm. And I'm talking here about watching movies or playing video games, it doesn't matter. Every way in which you are able to enjoy your life. And so when you become addicted, you kind of enter again that same pattern, and you become idle. And what was that word? I don't know, I will not remember it now, but you are not as driven as you usually are. And so life is about these cycles. When you go from acting spontaneously and becoming fluid and stoked, to being stuck in a rut, because what charms you at the beginning can become a chore at the end of the day. So you have to be aware of that, and when you realize that the things that you love don't provide you as much pleasure as they used to, and you are not as excited as you were previously, you have to take a pause, and your mind and body need to relax and replenish their life force and that sort of childlike desire to live and to discover and learn. So be aware of that, and when you feel like you don't enjoy something, it's the way your body and your whole psyche communicates to you that you need to take a pause, to take a break from that in order to become alive again. And that's tricky, and I'm a victim of this myself, but life is all about cycles. So you just kind of have a sort of periods, and then you replenish your batteries in order to continue. So yeah, that's it. If you feel like you are in a bad spot, just take a pause if the circumstances allow it. And we are more free than we like to admit, because even if you have a job and family and all that stuff, you still get moments of respite. And we choose, or let's say we allow ourselves to do things by habit during those moments instead of just acting like a child who listens to the impulses that he has in the moment and doesn't have a ultimate end, so an ultimate motive instead of except of the game itself and the pleasure of winning, which is something visceral. So be sure to do that and forgive yourself and others, and just watch what surrounds you, and your brain will take care of what you have to do. The universe will help you to, metaphorically, and you'll see that you'll begin to see the world in a brighter light, because your brain is able to process all these emotions more easily, so you feel better. So yeah, I'm glad that I made this video, although I feel a bit tired today, but I still had the impulse to do it, so I just decided to record myself regardless of how long I will be able to do it. And I believe that you can sense it, the fact that I'm talking, although not always and not utterly. I'm talking, listening to my inner voice and to my intuition. And I think that's the biggest gift that I can give to the world, and to myself too, because I'm not selfless. I'm doing this because I like it and I enjoy the attention, even if it's not permanent, but that's how this life is, and we need to use every opportunity that we have to feel content, if you can. But you can. So stay well and be happy.